Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 2, Episode 1 of Star Wars The Clone Wars titled Holocron Heist. So we start off with Cad Bane getting a job from Darth Sidious to steal a holocron. No, we start off with a mission going awry and Ahsoka basically kind of putting her people's lives in danger because she overestimates her skill. Anakin takes the blame, stating that he put too much stock in her skill for her age or whatever. I like to think that in that exact moment he realized exactly what the shit Obi-Wan went through when he was a Padawan. Was like, oh, yeah, okay. So Ahsoka's assigned guard duty, and she's reintroduced. I think they've already met. They've definitely already met Jocasta Nu, who's the head librarian. And she says the most important job is guarding the Holocron Vault, which can only be accessed by Jedi Masters of the Council, which is just 12 people. She says that she has not even entered it since she was on the Council, which I don't think means only 12 people can enter it, like the 12 people of the Council. I think it's just, her not having really a reason to enter it. I feel like if Jocasta Nu wants to go into the Holocron Vault, they'll let her. Because she's the head librarian. She's a former member of the council who, by my recollection, was not kicked off and just chose to leave. So I don't think, anybody on the council is going to be like, nah. You can't do that. Can't do that. Same with Tara Sinube, who I think was also on the council. So we get Cad Bane, and he's hired by Darth Sidious to steal a holocron. And I don't know where chronologically this falls, but I like to think it's after the Senate heist one or whatever. And after Darth Sidious, came down from his goddammit, that motherfucker, he was like, wait a minute, that motherfucker. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I got a job just for that guy. If he succeeds, I win. And if he dies, that's a guy who screwed me over. Gone. Yeah. I can just see Sidious just sitting down thinking, that's a win-win. I'm assuming, he teams up with a changeling, and he kills a Jedi, I believe. I'm pretty sure he's the one that kills the Jedi, or the Innocents. Either that or Sidious, killed him, threw him down at Cad Bane's steps like I'm pretty sure it was, Cad Bane who killed him, but I just like to imagine that, Sidious went on a random killing spree, killed that one Jedi, dropped him off at Cad Bane's doorstep, and dipped. And Cad Bane was like, okay, well, that's the plan now. Got the changeling involved, so the changeling changes to Order Innocents. And the clothes change too. I don't know how that works. But okay. The voice changes. That makes sense, I suppose. But the clothes don't make sense. I don't think the clothes did that in the second movie, but whatever. So Ahsoka meets the not Order Innocents and immediately recognizes him. There's 10,000 Jedi, and Ahsoka recognizes this dude. I guess since he's on Coruscant, that means he's probably someone who is always stationed there. So maybe he's like a teacher or some shit, and so Ahsoka knows him from lesson. I don't know. But I'm calling bullshit. She should not know who that is. So we're also introduced to this droid, Toto 360, and he's part of Cad Bane's, little entourage right there. So they eventually succeed, mainly because the Jedi are under confusion. They think they're going after the control and communications part to get information on troop movements or whatever. And Cad Bane uses that thought process to his advantage, sending Toto, who's got a bomb, in there while he steals a holocron. Also, not Ord Innocence the Cloudite, or I think the Changeling, whatever, changes into Chokasanu, who's accosted by Ahsoka. I call bullshit. The fight was not very good of a fight, but I call bullshit. She should not have... Like, does she have skills with the lightsaber? Like, because it kind of makes... Like, in the last episode of Season 1, Padme's holding the lightsaber and says it's heavier than she thought. Like, it should feel weird for someone who's not trained to it to just have this suddenly heavy hilt with a weightless sword or whatever, just swinging it around. But whatever. So, we find out that the reason Sidious wants the holocron is because we also learn that Cad Bane's next target is Balo Rapal, who is the keeper of the Kyber Crystal, whatever, which holds the name of every Force-sensitive child, and can only be opened by a holocron. Okay. So this is a thing. Do they just not use it? Do they just never open it? Because how did Anakin go 10 years without being discovered if they have the Kyber Crystal? Does your name just disappear off the Kyber Crystal after a certain point? Like, ah, shit, you're 5 now. They definitely ain't gonna give a shit about you no more. Goodbye. Because how did Anakin, not just Anakin, but how did Palpatine? Because Palpatine is from Naboo. They're, at least in the Legends universe, I don't know about the canonicity of it, but there is, whether it was from Legends or the new Disney canon, there were Jedi from Naboo, I believe. So it's not as if Naboo is this outer reach planet like Tatooine was. So maybe they discovered Anakin's name on there and said, he's from Tatooine. Can't really do that with Hutt space, I guess. But Palpatine's from Naboo. So if they didn't get Palpatine, they're not using that crystal. What the hell's the crystal for? Just for show? How is there Sith to begin with, man? You have the damn crystal. You have the tools. Use them. I don't understand, man. Overall, though, this episode was pretty fun. It was alright. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.